they're important to our people, and that's why I think we've been so successful at it. And by the way, the whole industry is working hard to do a better job on the environment. I'm very proud of what the industry is doing. I'm very proud of what our people are doing. So adding LNGs to the ship, the elimination of single-use plastics is a real challenge, but it's one that we've undertaken and that we're well on the way of. But it's not just on the ships. It's sustainable food sourcing, sustainable tourism. We really, this is an important time in our world's history. We're faced with really a challenge of epic proportions with climate change. And I'm really glad to see so many people taking so many actions to try and move this in the right way.
Well, you go contrary to a lot of wisdom. You're doing that. I think that's terrific. Good example, you say China. The respect of the seas, people would say normally you shouldn't be there right that with this, but you are not afraid. You're a pretty bold guy. How's that working?
Well, it turns out it's working beautifully. Remember, as you well know, we're a very long-term business, or it's a highly capital-intensive business. We need to always think 3 or 4 years out. And right now, the Chinese economy is suffering. But starting really 4 or 5 years ago, we really ramped up our efforts to get the message out better, to get the distribution system to understand better how to sell our product. And the result is that even though the China economy is obviously faltering, we're not. We're having a record year there. It's much better than last year. It continues to improve. We brought out more capacity. We're filling the extra capacity, and we're filling all of it at better pricing. It feels pretty good to me.
All right. Now, Rich, I know it's a news show and it's an economic show, but I do have to point out, I know in light of the recent tragic events and on one of your ships where a toddler fell from a terrible thing, toddler died on one of your ships, changes in protocol, what are you trying to do? How do you make sure that doesn't happen again?
So, that is just so heartbreaking. It's just an amazing event. But I think that we take this very seriously. We have amazing protocols in place. We have a very strong process for doing it. And I think we have acted properly, and we will continue to do so. In terms of what happened there, actually, we are working with the prosecutors in San Juan, and they will be completing their investigation, we hope, fairly soon.
So, in other words, they're looking into it on behalf of the parents, just because you have to, that's what they must do in a suspicious death situation?
I think the authorities, quite rightly, are investigating everything, and our job is to support them, but not to comment.
Don't miss a second of Mad Money. Follow @JimCramer on Twitter. Have a question? Tweet Cramer. #MadTweets. Send Jim an email to madmoney@cnbc.com or give us a call at 1-800-743-CNBC. Miss something? Head to madmoney.cnbc.com.